Prime Minister Narendra Modi returned home last night after wrapping up his two-day visit to Bangladesh. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj received the Prime Minister at the airport on completion of his successful tour. Several key pacts were signed between the two countries during this visit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a gathering at the Bangabandhu International Convention Centre in Dhaka. He highlighted the emotional connect with Bangladesh and said the visit marks a new beginning in the Indo-BANGLA ties. The Prime Minister also described land boundary agreement as an example of friendship for the world to emulate. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has held Pakistan responsible for creating nuisance and constantly troubling India by promoting terrorism. In a joint statement, India and Bangladesh reaffirmed equivocal and uncompromising position against extremism and terrorism in all forms and manifestations. The two sides also committed to cooperate with each other by sharing information about groups and persons indulging in terrorism. The Supreme Court will resume hearing arguments on the constitutional validity of the National Judicial Appointment Commission Act. The five-judge constitution bench, headed by Justice J.S. Kehar, is likely to go into the merits of the issue from today. It had last month rejected the centre's plea to refer the petitions to a larger bench and decided to hear the matter despite the summer vacations. In more trouble for Nestle over the Maggi row, the government may seek damages from Nestle, dragging it to the Consumer Court for unfair trade practices and misleading advertisements. The centre has sought additional Solicitor General's advice on the issue. Meanwhile, Goa has become the 11th state to impose a ban on sale of Maggi. National Investigating Agency NIA has registered a case to probe the killing of 18 army personnel in Chandel district of Manipur. The case was registered in the agency's Guwahati branch under various sections of the Indian Penal Code, Arms Act and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The incident took place on 4th of June when army trucks were attacked by suspected terrorists in Moltung area of Chandel district. JDU and RJD have decided to contest the BIHAR Assembly elections in alliance and constituted a 6-member committee to finalize seat sharing. BIHAR Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and RJD Chief Lalu Prasad Yadav held a meeting at the New Delhi residence of Samajwadi Party Chief Mulayam Singh Yadav, who was approached by the two parties to broker peace after days of sparring between leaders of the two parties. Union Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu has said that his ministry will set up separate joint venture companies with at least 20 states for completion of projects in a time-bound manner. Addressing a press conference in Ranchi yesterday, he said this will help states to have more say in the development of rail sector. Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh Chief Mohan Bhagwat has been extended top category Z+ security cover. He will be protected by commandos of CISF. As part of the security cover, the RSS Sarsang Chalak will have about 60 commandos round the clock to protect him. India's Mars orbiter mission will enter the blackout phase from today, resulting in snapping of communication with the satellite. The sun will block the Mars from Earth from 8th to 22nd June. ISRO said the Mangalyaan would go into an autonomous mode and would take its decision during this period. In Turkey, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan suffered a blow as his party is set to lose its absolute majority in the parliament. Though Justice and Development Party (AKP) is on course to win Sunday's general election, its vote share has gone down from the 2011 polls. The AKP will need to form a coalition for the first time since it came to power in 2002. The annual G7 summit began in Bavaria, Germany yesterday. Several group of 7 leaders presented a united front on upholding their sanctions against Russia for its action in Ukraine. Israeli aircraft has struck the northern Gaza Strip in response to a rocket fired from the Hamas-controlled territory that hit southern Israel. No casualties were reported in Gaza following the airstrike, which struck a Hamas training facility. An Israeli army spokesman's statement said the airstrike was aimed at terror infrastructure in the northern Gaza Strip. Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton has won the Canadian Grand Prix. The Formula 1 driving leader put the miserable 2 weeks behind him as he coasted to victory with teammate Nico Rosberg behind him on Sunday. He held the lead from pole position and was never seriously threatened. Hamilton posted his 4th victory in 7 races, extending his drivers' championship points advantage to 17. Switzerland's Stanislas Wawrinka shattered Novak Djokovic's dreams of a career Grand Slam on Sunday when he lifted his maiden French Open title. The 30-year-old beat Djokovic 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 6-4 in the final to secure his second career major after the 2014 Australian Open. This was Djokovic's 3rd defeat in a Roland Garros final in 4 years.